space.
You're having a moment with the seagull.
He has a name, thank you.
What's his name?
Susan.
Leo Marvin.
Leo Marvin. Okay, and how do you know it's a girl? I mean, how do you know it's a boy?
I, I don't. Leo Marvin's a gender neutral name.
Okay. All right. I was just checking on you to make sure you're okay because you didn't look like you were the best climber when you tried to get up here the first time.
Yeah, well, you don't look like the best talker.
Okay.
What do you say about that?
Good.
What do you say about that?
Marwin won.
All right, I will leave you to your contemplation then. And he just walks. He climbs back down the mast, leaving you and your new seagull friend to do whatever you guys do. All right, so
Lounge. Wow.
so it's a few hours pass by. Everybody's just getting ready.
I stopped playing for a little while to get the rest of my voice.
All right. The cat hops. Do you sit down or do you just continue just to lean over and just gaze out into the water?
If the cat is friendly, I will scratch the cat a little bit.
Meow. Yeah, the cat, leans into your scratching. He or she, well, looking closely, you could tell it's a he. Doesn't mind you petting him, and
I pull out a piece of jerky out of my pocket.
All right, cat, sniffs it, gives it a little sniff, and starts, nibbling on it. And Captain Dogwood meanders over and says, "Yeah, I see you've met old Scrappy there."
He's quite a friendly fellow there.
Yeah, he's been our residential rat catcher for about probably 11 years already.
11 years? That's a pretty long time for...
Yeah, he, one of the, Steel got him as a kitten. He found him in a barrel, and he's been doing a pretty good job catching rats ever since.
How old does the cat look to me?
The cat looks like he's probably 10, 11, maybe 11.
No, isn't 10 or 11 years pretty long for a cat?
Not really.
I don't know. I don't own a cat, so I don't know how long they live.
Indoor cats will live for a very long time, like for easily 17, 18 years.
Okay.
Outdoor cats will live shorter lives. He looks like he has a little bit of mange, but he looks all right for the most part. I mean, he's been out in the elements on the ship, so he has a couple problems. He has a little cut in his ear, and his tail is like all skinny and doesn't have too much fur on it, and he just kind of has like this massive overbite, so when his mouth is closed, that his teeth are kind of sticking out in front, so he's like
This is easily the most detailed part of the campaign we've ever encountered.
I like my cats, dude. And so
Got the fangs.
yeah, he has the fangs, still pointy teeth. But he's just hanging around, and Captain Dogwood asks you guys, like, the cook's, making some chowder, so head down whenever you want to get a meal. I'm gonna stay up here a little longer. I got some other stuff to take care of. And you see
How late in the day?
We'll say it's going to be dusk soon, so. You notice that there's been, some change in the crew. There are not as many people that are out right now. A large portion of them probably went below deck to grab a meal. There's been like a rotation change. And Marwin, are you getting cold up there?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm not ready to come down yet.
Marwin, can you give me a perception check, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
Shouldn't there be an actual person in the crow's nest? Also, the crow's nest usually isn't on the front of the ship like that.
Yeah. There's actually wrong guy. There's actually one like on top of here, but it's not depicted because I don't know. I don't know why there's no crow's nest on like the main sails. I guess they didn't feel like putting in a crow's nest. Also, it's on a galleon. I know it's on a galleon. I can enlarge the boat if you want me to.
It's a schooner.
But
It's fine.
yeah.
Schooner is a sailboat.
It is a sailboat.
We can make it bigger. We can always make it bigger.
It's a 4-masted boat. That's a pretty big boat.
Yeah. Marwin, you're up there. Alright. So,
Actually, fun.
Marwin, you don't see anything of significance. As the... Actually, I want to see what the other crew member on top of the sails says. He doesn't see anything either. Alright. So, you guys... it's getting dark. Captain's still out there.
I'm gonna go grab some grub.
All right. You go downstairs in the mess, and there is multiple people taking part in fish chowder with some hard crusty bread, and you notice the cook has one leg, and just a dirty apron. Couple burns on his forearms and scruffy chin, and he's like, so what will we be having? We have fish chowder, we have bread, we have water, we have rum, and we have day-old vegetable soup.
I'll take a little chowder and some bread.
Alright, I haven't seen you on here before. Name's Polly. Why you're not part of the crew, I assume? I've never seen you. Unless, Captain picked you up like many of the strays on the ship.
My name is Fenor. I'm a musician.
Ah, nice to meet you.
I was, you might have heard us. I was playing up top a little music to keep the boys moving along.
Yeah, I heard some of the guys mentioning we had a musician on board and a bodyguard and a fool on a who can't climb a mast, but
Fools.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do good, and sometimes they're just bad.
You head into Luskin, I assume. That's what I hear.
Yeah, it should be interesting time to apply my trade, learn some new songs.
Oh, what?
You know how it is with musicians. You have to travel a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I have met quite a few in my day. So, and what about why are you bringing along the village idiot, so to speak?
Oh, he's good for coin. He entertains the kids when I'm not playing.
Ah, I see. Well, enjoy your meal. And let me know if you need anything else. I mean, I work with what I got, and you see him sigh. Just working with what I got.
I understand.
All right. So, Captain Dogwood just steers the ship.
I actually, while I'm in there, are people drinking?
Yes, people are drinking.
How much are people? I mean, drinking liquor, and how much liquor are they drinking?
A fair amount, but not enough to probably get too intoxicated at the moment. It is just the first leg of the journey. So maybe they're trying to ration the alcohol. Maybe the captain says, you only get so many pints of not pints of rum, but so many.
Is it more of a grog?
Usually they would ration.
Yeah.
More like a grog or like a hard liquor?
Right now they're drinking grog. A couple people have rum and other hard liquors, but not too much. If they're partaking in the harder stuff, the harder spirits. And so Captain Dogwood scritches the scrappy cat's ears, and just looks out looks at the stars. He not acting out of the ordinary, for more or less. And as some of the crew turns in and some of the rotations begin, he looks over at Evenwood and is like, "It's getting late. Did you want to stay out, or I mean, did you want to
I don't
go
know. Do we
down?"
even have a cabin? I wasn't shown one.
Oh, yeah, we have some guest cabins for folks like you who are traveling. He shouts over to Scar, and Scar walks over. Can you show the passengers where the cabins would be? And Scar salutes the captain and says, follow me. And if you choose to follow him,
Sure.
he leads you down to one end of the ship where some of the crew, there's some cots, and Scar says, "This is where we sleep," and on the other side of the small corridor, and this is where the passengers sleep, and there's some cots and hammocks, and it's more or less fairly tidy-ish.
Is it an actual cabin?
It's
with a
like
door?
it,
Or is it just a couple of hammocks off to the side?
it's a room with a couple of hammocks and cots off to the side.
Okay.
But it's an actual room with a door.
Yes, it's an actual room with a door, and so just leave your stuff here, whatever, and yeah, I gotta go back upstairs, and
Okay.
he just rolls his shoulders and cricks his neck from the side and just heads back up. Marwin, it's about getting about 10 o'clock in the evening. Marwin, where are you up to?
I'm gonna say goodnight to Dr. Leo Marvin.
Dr. Leo Marvin left hours ago.
No, he's with me in spirit. He's always there.
Okay, all right, sure. And are you gonna attempt to climb down?
If I jump into the water, will anyone save me? No. Like
I
that'd
mean,
be
I
quicker.
wouldn't.
All right, I'll just climb down then.
All right, give me a athletics check, please.
Boom.
All right, pretty good. All right, you climb down with ease. You can move your character wherever you want. You notice that some of the
Can I do a
crew.
backflip in celebration when I dismount?
Do you want to roll an athletic check? I mean, acrobatics check.
I feel like that 19 was worth it.
Yeah, sure. You can backflip. You attempt to backflip. It doesn't end well, but nobody seems to care.
Meant to do it.
Yeah, you meant to do it. You notice that some of the crew has changed when you finally climb down that mast. Probably a crew rotation changing for the night. You do notice that Captain Dogwood is still at the wheel of the ship with his purple pseudo dragon, just steering the ship. Doesn't seems to be deep in thought, maybe, but not bothering or saying anything, more or less. And Roland, while you're down there eating with the, do you eat alone or do you eat with the crew?
I eat with some of the crew that I had been playing music with.
All right,
Because they're probably more likely to get along.
All right, they make casual conversation with you. Marwin, what are you doing?
Just checking it out.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you're, that's perfectly fine. One of the crew members actually notices you, checking out the cannon. He walks up to you. It's I don't think you've met Steel, but it's this dark skinned gentleman with a lot of tattoos, and he's like, "Have you ever fired one before?"
All the time. I got 4 at home.
I see. Why would you need 4?
God, Well,
Throw
the
it back in
first...
his face. Why do you need 4?
yeah.
Why wouldn't I have 4?
Why do we need 4 cannons on this ship? We have a couple
Yeah.
more down in the portholes. Actually, he says. There are pirates on the open seas, my friend.
Protecting our rules.
I mean, where is your home?
Well, it's no place you want to be because it's got 4 cannons. I'll tell you that much.
Really? And why do you need
Yeah.
so much protection?
The best defense against tyranny is a well-armed populace.
Tyranny. Oh dear.
Yes. So I am a concerned citizen, looking out for the freedom of everyone.
Mm-hmm. And you could afford 4 cannons?
Well, you see, I'm a secret agent.
Please roll deception. Or are you
Secret
really trying to
agent,
convince him
man.
you're a secret
Or
agent?
would that be performance from him?
Boom.
Oh wow, a secret agent for whom?
See, I can only tell you if you promise to keep it. You can't tell anyone.
Okay.
No, I don't believe you.
You see him, stroking his chin, a secret agent. So you're a secret agent. All right. Well, let's say I do believe that you were a secret agent.
You should.
Who's the enemy?
You
secret.
wouldn't believe me if I told you. All you just need to. It's pertinent. It's. I don't know the word. It's important that I am taken care of.
I see. Well, I am sorry, my lord, that I wasn't keeping a closer eye on you.
But
earlier.
you need to keep it. You need to keep it You need to take care of me, but you need to keep it discreet. You need to discreetly take care of me.
All right. I see how this goes. All right. I will keep an eye on you, good sir. And your
Thank you.
name?
Thank you. My name?
Yes. What do I call you?
My,
What do I call you?
well, my real name is Duzin.
Okay.
But my code name is the Jackal.
Why do they call you the Jackal?
Well, no one calls me that. I just kind of made that part up. But if we because we our code names are actually just our names, like they're not really code names. But if I did have a code name, it'd be Jackal.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, I'll talk to you later then. And he just walks off to do ship stuff. All right. It gets darker. Is anybody turning in for the night?
I'm gonna go to the room, but when I'm gonna lock the room after myself.
Okay.
I have a lock that I have bought lock materials.
All right. Evenwood, are you staying up or are you turning in for the night?
No, I was already in the room. I never left it.
Okay, so you're just turning in. You just turned in. Okay. And Marwin, where are you up to? You're getting kind of hungry, by the way, Marwin, probably.
Yeah, I should probably get some sort of sustenance.
All right. The crew will tell you that the mess hall is probably not open, but you could probably grab something like a cold piece of soup or not cold, some cold soup or something.
Yes, give me. I need some cold soup and the warmest milk I can find.
All right. You get there. Polly is cleaning up after some of the crew members who had left some dirty dishes, and he says, "What? Milk? You don't got no milk
Yes.
on this ship. What the hell are you talking about?
We're gonna have to turn this thing around.
I don't have milk, you
How
yellow
do you
belly.
not have milk? How do you not have milk?
Because milk spoils on a ship, good sir.
It ages like a fine wine.
Look, I could give you some cold chowder if you want.
Can you at least like mix it. I don't know. Like, can you add water to it to like thin it out or something and put it over?
Do you really
Like,
want to drink? Sure, fine. He puts some water in the soup. And he just kind of shoves a bowl in your direction. Here you go.
thank you.
Would you like some bread?
Uh, yes,
He tosses some bread in your direction.
thank you.
Okay. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go clean up. So he goes into the back of the kitchen.
I'm gonna hide the bread away in my pocket.
All right, that's perfectly fine. All right, as you're sitting down to eat, you notice that Captain Dogwood comes into the mess. He nods in your direction, and he motions to an empty chair nearby you. Anybody sitting there?
No. Yes.
Really?
No.
Yep. Can I sit there?
I mean, it's your boat.
Well, just being polite. He pulls up a chair. So, how are you doing? I noticed that you were hanging out at the one of the crow's nests today.
Well, you should know that your crew are the rudest people I've ever met, and
Really?
I've met some jerks in my time.
Really?
I'm probably one of the nicest people you ever meet, but people just can't. I don't know. They get off burning my houses down and just trying to ruin my good time all the time. And your crew is awful, just awful.
I'm sorry, but that's why sailors can be quite rude. He pets the pseudo dragon while he's talking to you. So
What is a pseudo dragon?
a pseudo dragon is I can grab
Small fairy dragon.
pretty much a small fairy dragon.
It's not really a fairy dragon,
No,
but
pseudo dragons, yeah.
it's just a small cat-sized dragon.
Pretty
They're
much.
usually familiars.
All right.
Usually the pretty powerful mages or something.
So, how are you liking the boat so far? How are you liking the trip?
Well, first off, you don't have any milk. I'm sorry. What?
Milk spoils on the ship, good sir.
What's the problem?
The problem is that I don't think anybody would like to drink spoiled milk.
Your people lack class and sophistication.
Like yourself.
Yes.
You don't look like much to me.
Because I'm incognito.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. As the village idiot?
Duh, it's like, it's hiding in plain sight.
Alright.
Obviously you are not trained in the arts of espionage.
Obviously, you are not either, since you're telling me that you are somebody who is more than meets the eye.
Or is this the
Transport.
double switcherino?
What? He's just looking at you with this weird look. How much have you had to drink?
Well, we've already been over that. I've had nothing because you guys pack like a bunch of silly peanut butter rhinos. Like, you guys are just so disorganized.
Okay, I will leave you to your meal, sir. He, gets up and walks off, and he's walking away, and he's shaking his head. Peanut butter rhinos? What? And he just shrugs. Alright, Marwin.
All I'm going to tell him when I see him is, you're trying to have a serious conversation with a fool.
Yeah.
Where do you think it went wrong?
Well, you two are in the cabin, right? Oh, you're in the sleeping quarters, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Marwin, where are you headed after your meal?
I want to go back. I want to go to my room. Do I have a room? Are we sharing a room?
You guys are sharing a space.
Okay. I will head back to the room then.
All right, you head back to the room. Evenwood and Roland are there, resting, gearing up, doing stuff. When all of a sudden there is a very, very loud bang, and then the ship rocks a little. A ringing bell goes off, and you immediately hear running footsteps that dart onto the deck, which shouts of we're being under attack, pretty much. What are you three doing? It was so loud that if you were resting, napping, it would have immediately woken you up from your slumber, because it was like the force that hit the ship was so great that it just rocked it. And then several other, similar sounds, vibrations flow within the ship.
Got this.
Yes. Roland, what are you up to?
I get up and I'm gonna run up to the forecastle.
Okay.
The forecastle?
Forecastle.
The forecastle.
Okie doke. All right.
Front of the ship.
When you get up to the deck, you see that, well, it's not there yet, but you see out on the open water, probably it's much bigger, and it's far away. But in that direction, you see a large ship with the Jolly Roger.
We're at night.
It's at night. Ish.
They're shooting cannons at us at night.
Yes, they are.
Do we have any? How many lanterns do we have out?
There are several stationed around. Well, more than several, but there are, probably about 6 of them posted around the ship. A couple more close to in the center. You do notice there is a full moon out, so that's probably how they saw you too. The sky is pretty clear as well.
Okay.
And you see people scrambling to get the cannons ready to fire, and a few shots go off as they return fire. You see the Captain Dogwood start casting. You're not sure what he's casting at the moment, and they return fire. And then you notice something very, very peculiar about the ship. Well, you may notice. I need you all to roll perception checks for me, please.
Okay.
All right. Roland, one of the shots, it's pretty far, but one of the shots that is returned towards the red ship, you notice that when it hits the sail, that the sail, it seems to pass through the sail